There's a lot going on, many moving parts. We have to lean on Eye on Politics reporter Jack Fink, who's really helping us dive into the issues and the numbers.
Yeah, Jack's not flying solo tonight. He's got a wonderful panel of experts who are taking time out of their schedules to join us and speak on the issues, all assembled in our newsroom tonight. Jack?
All right, Doug and Nicole, thank you so much. And let me introduce our great panel. To my immediate left is UT Arlington political science professor Rebecca Dean, former Democratic State Representative Lorraine Bierbill of Dallas, and Republican and former Texas Railroad Commissioner and former Texas Education Agency Commissioner Michael Williams. Thank you all so much.
Good to be with you.
So we've seen the initial numbers, and we can put them back up on the screen here. Obviously very early, and this is the early vote. And the Democrats, obviously the numbers came in from our Democratic counties. So let's talk about this. What are we expecting tonight? Professor, we'll start with you.
Well, Democrats typically are the folks who vote early, so I think in some ways, because these are the early vote returns, it's not terribly unexpected, but we shouldn't really project from this.
It's going to be a long night.
It will be.
And let's get the rest of the panel to chime in, because, you know, the other thing that we've seen, everybody always wants to know, okay, were the polls accurate? So we went back and we looked at what the Real Clear Politics average of polls was heading into tonight. And so if we can put those up, we can show you that in the presidential race, former President Donald Trump had a 9 percentage point lead going into tonight, and Senator Ted Cruz had a 4.4 percentage point lead in the polls. And so these are the numbers that you're seeing on the screen. So that's going to be the big question tonight is, do these polling numbers match the results? Lorraine, what do you think?
I mean, obviously, it's going to be a long night, and it's still early. The race I'm really looking at is really the Senate race.
Yeah.
I don't think that Texas is going to be like a 20-point race in the presidential, and I expect that the Senate race will be close.
Michael?
You know, having run successfully statewide 3 times, looking at the Cruz numbers initially, every Republican knows that when the early numbers come out, you're going to be behind. And you're going to be behind. Harris County's early vote comes out early. Dallas County comes out next. And you're going to be farther behind. And then West Texas and the Panhandle and East Texas come in and join. So I wouldn't be concerned about that. The difference between what I anticipate between the Trump numbers and the Cruz numbers, keep in mind that there are 3 people in the Senate race, and that Libertarian will get some votes. And there will be a drop-off from the presidential race to the Senate race. And so there will be some disparity between the amount of votes that former President Trump gets and Senator Cruz gets. But at the end of the day, I think we all agree we're going to be here a long time. We may not find out until tomorrow. But at the end of the day, I think Senator Cruz wins this.
You know, it's interesting because when you look at this, how this campaign has basically the candidates and the issues they focused on. When you look at Senator Cruz, he really focused on the economy and border security, inflation, et cetera. When you look at Colin Allred, he really focused in on the abortion rights, reproductive rights issue. And that's going to be the key question tonight is which set of issues drove the voters, right? Talk to me a little bit about that.
So Colin Allred has run a very different campaign than Beto. He really has doubled down on urban and suburban, and so it makes sense that he's using that particular issue. And what's really interesting is that the outside money has run a bunch of negative ads against him, trying to tap into social conservatism, who, you know, ads from featuring the governor saying he's just not Texan, for example.
Right, right. Well, and that's what's going to be really interesting. Well, we're going to go back to Doug and Nicole, but we're going to keep an eye on the results here, and we'll be back with our panel here in a minute. Doug, Nicole?